Alrighty, everybody. Hello, hello, and ahoy, and welcome to our weekly Mario Kart Monday stream, where I play a bunch of Mario Kart World online with all of you. And finally back, later, we'll also be playing some Sonic Racing Crossworlds. So, ahoy, welcome. I hope everyone's having a great Monday evening. Before I get to reading chat, I gotta do the usual weekly Nintendo music update. Gotta see what we got. Making sure not to check chat so I don't get spoiled before... Okay, we've got Tomodachi Life. Not the new one, we got the 3DS Tomodachi Life. Which is really nice because we only had the Japanese exclusive Tomodachi Collection since launch. But we now have Tomodachi Life. That's pretty good. I like that. Right after the New Games Direct 2 from last week. That's pretty good. 50 tracks in the top tracks, 210 in the all tracks. It's not an incredible soundtrack. It's a nostalgic one a bit, I think for sure. But it's a good pick. It's a good pick. I'm happy with that. Alright. Anyway, ahoy everybody. Let me look through chat a little bit. I see some folks reacting to Tomodachi Life and all. Sonic Joe's redeemed for me to start with Aurora, Rosalina, and the Stellar Sled. Okay, I'll make sure to do that. A lot of folks watching in from the YouTube side this time. Welcome, ahoy. Hope you guys are looking forward to a fun stream tonight. Been a while since I played Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Yeah, that's why I'm happy to be back to it tonight. That's why I'm happy to be back to it. Nice to get more 3DS music? Yes, exactly. Yeah, we don't have too many songs in the 3DS, or too many soundtracks in the 3DS, so it is just nice to get more of that, I agree. Yes, Dev, I do see that you have the Prime sub. Thank you, it means a lot. You're playing Tomodachi Life at the time music update? Nice. In a different area than usual? Yeah, I tried to pick different areas for this little thing. Miitopia would have been a better pick. Maybe for music-wise, I do think the soundtrack to Miitopia is a bit better. But I mean, Tomodachi Life is the game they're spotlighting right now. There's a new one coming out. I think it's fair to have that before Miitopia. But Dylan Banning in YouTube chat says, much you love Crossworlds. There's been a report saying the game hasn't been selling as well as Sega hoped. Does this mean that they'll stop supporting it with future DLC? No, not at all. Not at all. That's nothing to worry about, Dylan. All it means is they had a financial report meeting, and they said, look, Sonic Racing Crossworlds, that came out. Our internal projections were this number, and it sold 1 million. 1 million's good. Not what we hoped. They have a note in there saying that they hope to sell another 1 million over the next fiscal year, thanks to DLC and things like that. So, no, they're definitely still going to keep doing DLC. They're not going to suddenly hard cancel it before all that stuff stops. It means future DLCs after all of the free Sega characters and the current Season Pass finish. It's hard to say if there'll be more after that. They have expressed being open to doing so, but we'll have to see financially if it's deemed worth it by them or not. You watching the Super Bowl's greatest commercials? Yeah, we're probably going to see a Mario Galaxy movie trailer at the Super Bowl this weekend. We make a Shadow the Hedgehog? That would be fun, Johnny. Different setup from where I'm at? Oh no, it is the same room. I just have more lamps in this room now. So my lighting is better now. My lighting is better, but it is the same room. I've still got... I mean, I don't have the King Boo lamp on right now, but it's still there. Same usual stuff behind me. So no, the place is the same. Will we watch the Super Bowl? No. No. So many rumors of planning a year or two for Crossroads. They've outright said they're open to the idea. Hope that's one of the Sega characters is an Angry Bird since they own them. Yeah, that's possible. You have a request? Dylan says you have a request that's for me to play Mario Kart and Crossroads per racing combination. Also, will you be streaming the entirety of Mario Tennis Fever? I probably won't stream the entirety of the story mode for that game, but we'll see. They were fun streams my husband did last weekend. Well, good news. He's streaming again tonight. What's gonna happen later is when my stream is done, we're gonna raid into his stream. Alright. Let me actually pick up the controller now. Leave photo mode, see how many folks we have in here currently. The room ID is down at the bottom. You guys can enter in, and in just a moment, I will start us off on our usual 16 races. Like the green shirt I have on. Green is different than my color. Thank you. I don't have many like this. It's from Zeldathon Mythos. It was one of our event tees. It's based on Calamo from Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. I actually really like this shirt. I'm very happy. It's the only one, other than the event logo shirt, it's the only one I got. Because we hit the goal, and I was very excited about it. Oh, you meant to add more often to Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Dylan, I usually do Mario Kart Mondays as some Mario Kart, then some Sonic. But since my Sonic Racing Crossworlds is on a different console, it means it's when I have access to doing so. And if I don't have any other plans for the night. You're hoping Dodonpa will be playable himself in a future update? That would be pretty cool, actually. Iggy says you're gonna ask, when I do stream Mario Tennis Fever, will it take the place of one of my games during the Monday and Tuesday streams? No, it won't. I'll probably do a launch stream or a launch day stream. Something like playing around with it, playing with viewers and all. But I actually intend to try to do... I want to have the game as an option for content. Potentially doing like guides on like how to unlock certain characters or certain costumes. So I want to play through it in my own time, at my own pace. So while I may stream on launch day, I don't intend on streaming the whole playthrough or anything. Alright, so the redeem was for Aurora, Rosalina, and the Stellar Sled. I already went too far back. Alrighty. Alright, I think we got a pretty good group size. So we're gonna get this party started. But of course, if you wish to join at any points during these, the room ID is down at the bottom. You can join in whenever. Normal items, hard computer, 16 races, 10-second animation. Can't believe Nintendo's gonna be releasing Dragon Hopper and Zero Racers on Virtual Boy NSO for the first time. Yeah, it's nice to see them doing more like that, right? Like what they did with Star Fox 2 originally. It's nice to see them actually going back and releasing games that never got released. Hey Cooper, I'm doing well. How about you? Also, it's tragic. Bowser's the one cereal we can't have. Yeah, for the Mario Galaxy movie, getting a bunch of cereals, Bowser is for Reese's Puffs. And that's so tragic. You did Chemic only on Peach Beach, and there's a lot of cataclaps. Oh, I'm sure. Do I think a Partners Direct is going to happen on Thursday? Or do I think a General Direct is going to happen on Thursday? All the reports right now are saying partner, and in which case I definitely think it's probably going to be a partner then. But I think a General Direct could happen at some point too, later on. Dylan says you missed out on pre-orders for the Virtual Boy accessory. When will they be back in stock? They may not be back in stock until after releases. Probably within like a week or two. Drift. Ooh. Okay, I can work with that. Why? Okay, no. Okay, that still works. Nice. Ow. I don't have any I literally was charging it. Why did it not jump? Ah, stupid. A lot of coins. I'm actually really surprised that wasn't enough coins to pop me off. Okay. That's another case. It literally just didn't. You can look at the VOD. It definitely charged up blue sparks, and it just stopped. Unfortunate. Yeah, the movie's taking this. Oh god. Well, I'm glad I played it safe there. Happy to take second. That's good. Chat. Technically, Zero Races is a new F-Zero game. Yes, that is technically true, Bearcraft. Super Aiden says a lot of quacks. Hey, Oscar, welcome, welcome. Super Bowl Sunday, Mario Galaxy movie is going to be getting an ad. Yep. Yes, and the Nintendo Music Update tonight is Tomodachi Life, which I'm very happy to see that on there. Wario Shipyard. Is there a way for you to receive Nintendo emails whenever products are back in stock? I'm not sure. I want to say yes, but I don't actually know. I think if you add it to your wish list on the website, I think it will send you an email if it's back in stock. You're gonna begin playing this game in Sonic Racing Crossworlds once you have your 1 terabyte micro SD card with all your stuff from your 256 GB card. Okay, nice. Yes, Procyon Dragon is my husband. Good to see him in the chat. He doesn't pop in very often. What power-ups would I like to see Mario... What power-ups would I like to see in the Mario movie that we haven't seen yet? I really want to see the bee costume and the flying costume. The flying... Or power-ups, rather. The bee power and the flying power. I will finish catching up on chat after the race. There's only so much I can read and respond to in between races. Oh wow, it actually made the jump. I couldn't get off. An item there, that sucks. Oh god. Not really how I wanted that to play out, but oh well.
What's up? I can't have Bowser cereal.
Is that what you came up to say?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Am I gonna have enough to make it through? Yes. Coins. I wanted to thread the needle between them, but that was too risky. And it didn't work out. No! That's it. Oh, that was tragic. Alright, I still got in the top 10. I got 7th. I'm fine with that. But, dang. Alright, hold on, let me see chat. Johnny asked, did I used to play Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury? Yes. You hate the water driving. It's tough. Simpson says you've been doing a lot of pre-ordering at the moment. Oh yeah, that's totally fair. Iggy says, notice one of my contestants started promoting Season 2 of the Mario Kart Championships. It's not too far away. Yeah, it's not too far. Things have been busy, but it is indeed on the way. Lana Ruse was promoting it on Blue Sky. She was in Season 1. She's not in Season 2, but she is helping promote it because she's doing a little podcast series tied to it. It's actually quite exciting. I'll make sure to promote that whenever that happens too. Percy says, yeah, you're not someone that watches Twitch often. Oh, that's why you came out. The chat. Going out to a bar this Saturday? Nice, have fun long gameplay sessions. About Elephant Mario from Mario Wonder. That would be neat. That would be neat to have in the movie. While part of me wants to say, oh, it's too soon, we're getting Wonder Bowser Jr., so we'll probably see the elephant outfit. Or the elephant power-up already, to be honest. Banana made you fall off? Oh, that's fair. Is any direct happening this February? There are rumors of a partner showcase this week. We'll see. Hal must be the funniest character in the Zelda series. Oh, absolutely up there. Pianta and the Ribbit Revster. Alright, that's what I'm going with next. Thank you for that, Redeem. Somewhere. Oh god. What's a Ribbit Revster share stats with? I've never used it. I don't know what it shares stats with. Oh god. Please don't fall. Okay. Oh, you know what? That's okay. I'm happy with that. Oh god, definitely ring. Oh god. Please. Oh, I didn't want to go that high up. Oh, that probably lost me in 2 places. Yep, down to 10. Alright. Well. Let's see. Pokemon Presents definitely happening. Yeah, Pokemon Presents is definitely going to happen on or around Pokemon Day at the end of the month. You don't have a Switch 2 yet, so you were going to ask which one should you get? I don't think the bundles are in stock anymore. Alright, Pianta and the Ribbit Revster. Oh no, this one. I was thinking a completely different vehicle. No, I definitely use this quite a bit. Yeah, no, this is fine. Yeah, share stats with the B-Dasher. Yeah, no, we're good, we're good. Dylan Banning asking, Why isn't Nintendo doing a general direct for February? We need big first-party titles. We hope we don't have to wait all the way till June. So they haven't actually done a general direct in February for a few years now, so they might just be changing their strategy with it. We do know a bunch of first-party games that are releasing through April, and if Yoshi's coming out in May, then that as well. And potentially Splatoon Raiders in June. And as they've been doing all throughout January, they could detail all of that in their own like social media posts and their own stuff, so they don't actually need to do a direct for those. So they theoretically could get away with waiting for a direct if they choose to. It's not that we know a lot of stuff. We don't know nothing, so. I'll continue reading chat after races, in between races, as always. That's that cool. I know everybody wants to see, you know, the next 3D Mario and the next Zelda and the next big Nintendo announcements, but realistically, we know enough games that can cover also all the way until June if they were to release a game every month. It's okay to not have a direct yet. Like, if it needs to have it for third parties and it's just a partner, that's okay. And I understand the general Nintendo Direct is just more exciting, but if Nintendo is confident enough in their current lineup without needing to reveal more quite yet, I think that's okay. Like, if they feel like it's entirely possible the way they look at it is a direct now it could primarily be things we know about instead of new announcements, and people wouldn't find those as fun. People wouldn't find that as good. Then you'd have people going, well, why did they do a whole direct for this? So, you know, different ways to look at it. Point is, I am confident we're seeing something. Have no fear. It might just be a partner direct, but that's not a bad thing at all. And we just gotta see, you know, how it shakes out. Not like Nintendo's gonna stop making games. No danger of anything like that. I don't know why that missed me. Ooh. No. That's fine. Okay, you know what? I'm happy with another second place. That's good. That's good by me. You're predicting we'll see Pokemon Gen 10 this year? Me too. You don't mind ever getting a Nintendo Direct partners if it means that we get more big stuff later. Yeah, exactly, Subaru. It's very likely we'll still get just, you know, more big things later. I agree, Nerryman. The Mario Kart World bundle is definitely good to get for Switch 2 if you're still trying to get one, but I don't know if they're still making them. They might still be in stores, but I do think they've stopped making new ones. Trying to save it by a second Switch 2 bundle, but yeah, subscriptions for other Twitch streamers of Fortnite and MSO, and you also pre-order Mario Tennis, you're not getting there anytime soon. Would I say the Switch 2 is the best Nintendo console? Yeah, I think it could be, but especially because it has everything of the Switch 1. But I think it needs a little bit more to stand out on its own. Hopefully within like 2 or 3 years we'll have enough of those exclusives and enough standing out on its own for that, but we'll see. Yeah, I agree with Nerryman. Nintendo still needs that big WoW game. I agree. Tony Muse Anthony, I'm sorry it keeps disconnecting you. I'm not sure why that's happening. When I think that a Mario Kart World OST will come to Nintendo Music. Unless they do a special release like they did for Donkey Kong Bonanza, Metroid Prime 4, Kirby Air Riders, where like here's a few select tracks. At least a year after the game launched, because that's typically how it's been for most other games. Most other games have not ended up on the service until at least a year after they launched. Like most of the 2024 games got added late 2025, so that's my guess. So I don't think we'll see Mario Kart World on here until late this year, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're prioritizing it and they'll add it within the next few months. Who knows? Okay. That's not very good with most people behind the social media items. No! Like that. Jacob in the green shell. Damn. That brought me down to like 5th? 6th. I was almost very good. I was almost very good. Alright, let's see. Great question block ruins way too underhated? That's interesting. I think it's a fine course. I don't love it, but I think it's fine. Long gameplay sessions, totally fair to wait until, you know, money's better to be able to get something like that. I'm still gonna manually select Ground City. Hey, Ice Climber Kirby, welcome, welcome. Koopadoo says, even if it's a partner direct, you would hope for one Nintendo adjacent announcement like Age of Calamity DLC. Oh, like Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment getting DLC? I could see that showing up in a partner direct. I think Pokopia could probably show up as well if there's anything else to reveal about that game before it comes out soon. Any other game that's not developed like directly in-house by Nintendo, theoretically could show up in something like that as well, so... Everyone loves it because of the one shortcut. I don't really get why. I can't even do that shortcut, so... So I think a general direct is possibly in June? I mean, sure, but I think it's possible we can get one before then. Nintendo's also proven over the last month they don't need a direct to make announcements. Like, they've been clearly trying to shift a bit towards Nintendo Today. And we had a lot of, like, new trailers and announcements in June that people thought would have been saved for a direct. So, I think that's... Oh, I don't think that. So I think that's a good sign that they could still make their individual announcements even without it. So I wouldn't worry too much about, you know, the partner showcase. If that ends up being what it is, that's still not a problem because we know most of the games coming out until June. Sure, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book and Splatoon Raiders aren't dated, but I could see Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is set for spring, so I do get pretty confident that's coming probably in May. And then Splatoon would be the perfect June game, but given that it never even said 2026, we'll have to see on that. But they could also just decide to announce a game for June all on its own. They can announce Mario Kart World DLC all on its own. They don't need directs to do these things. Direct would primarily be to do new game reveals. Oh, Fire Emblem Fortune Sweep. That's also probably coming in June or July. So realistically, all all they need to do is give us new trailers of these things, which they've been doing over the past month, dating these things, and each time they date something, that tells us, okay, yeah, we can go a little longer without a direct, because we're not in a super pressing need. You know, we know enough games that honestly are probably coming out until like June or July. They just need to properly date them, and that's okay. Typically, that's what a direct around this time right now would be for anyway, to teach us of games coming through to like the end of summer. And that's a first place. There we go. There we go. I'm happy with that. Guessing Pokemon presents emphasized Pokemon Copia, Pokemon Champions, and the reveal of Gen 10 being Switch exclusive. I agree. Ice Climber Kirby. Mike says, did hear rumors that a Rayman game could be shown in Partner Showcase? I can believe it. Airyman says, and the Nintendo Today app is such a lame way to announce things, you feel. Directs feel like big events that get all eyes on something. Going ping, new game alert randomly feels more confusing than getting eyes on it. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's not exclusively Nintendo Today, right? It gets, like, the half-hour head start, but, like, it still goes on, you know, all of their socials. They still make, like, whole posts about it and everything. And while I agree that Nintendo Directs are, like, the best way to get eyes on something, it's not the only way, right? They've absolutely revealed and announced games outside of them before, so that's not a big necessity. It helps, but it's not a necessity. So I think that Yoshi and the Mysterious Book will have a new overview trailer, probably within the next month or so, yeah. How many creatures do I believe will be inside? Hard to say, no idea. Hey there, D-Dog. Welcome, welcome. We went from 4th to 17th. Ooh, that's rough. Next time you pick a worse combo for me. Oh, God. Personally, you see Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave as a fall title. See, I say July because that's when 3 Houses came out. So that's what I'm thinking. If Tomodachi Life's gonna have online for the Mii's, am I going to do it? I don't know what you mean by do it. They did confirm there's no online for Tomodachi Life, though. Yeah, figures. Well, there goes all my green chest. Oh, God. Do we know if Pokemon Gen 10 will have a smoother launch as Scarlet and Violet? Pokemon Gen 10's not even announced yet. It's just something most people are expecting to see this year, because this year's 30 years of Pokemon. There's no confirmation along the way. I think it'll have a smoother launch, but like there's no way of knowing right now. It's not even official news. It's all rumors and speculation and assumptions and leaks in some margins right now. Wow, that's pretty good. Why did that not get me on? That's upsetting. Oh, God. 5th? 6th? fit. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Miitopia online? I'm not sure what you mean by... Oh, like the sharing of Miis. Yeah, no, I think they already confirmed they're not gonna have online support for the new Tomodachi Life. So I don't think it's gonna have the Miitopia style of online. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in Tomodachi Life regardless of online features, though. When do I think Yoshi and the Mysterious Book will release? I'm thinking May. I think that'll come out in May. What would you even do with Tomodachi Online? Sharing the Miis. That's what you would do. You would share Miis. You want my Luma buddy as a resident on your island? Oh, that's fair. I mean, if that ends up becoming a way to do... Yeah. Oh, I'm totally fine with people doing that. That's fine. The first thing you're going to do in Switch 2 edition of Mario Wonder is transform Rosalina into an elephant. So you're going to play the first level of Mario Wonder as Rosalina. Hey, Maple. Going well, going well. Andrew, the way Animal Crossing Online is different because you don't actively play as your Mii like you do as a villager in Animal Crossing. So that actually would be pretty different. Unless you know, if it's just like the pattern and like whatnot being shared online, I mean, like, yeah, that's totally fine. I can totally understand why. But it wouldn't be the same thing as Animal Crossing, visiting each other's islands and whatnot, because you're not actively playing as the Miis. Has the game been too loud compared to me? I realized I turned it up earlier for the starting soon screen, but I haven't turned it down since. I feel like someone would have said something if I was too quiet, but I might still turn it down a little bit. I'd rather not risk it. I wanted the protection just in case. Okay, I think that's probably better volume. Will I visit Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or no? Oh, like ever go back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? I mean, like maybe sometimes, sure, but I don't know if we'll revisit much for streams. You know, I don't never look back on Mario Kart games. I still enjoy going back to older Mario Karts every now and then. I don't see why 8 wouldn't be the same. Been using your combo still, huh? I mean, I intended to play a bit of Pianta today anyway. That's why the thumbnail was Pianta and why I started off as Pianta. So I just been sticking on this one because I like it. It's a reasonable combo. Probably because we had 8 Deluxe for 11 years. Yeah, exactly. We had 8 Deluxe for a long time. I'm okay taking a break from it. Mario Kart 8, your beloved. Understandable. Lucas says, you don't know if you're gonna get Tomodachi Life, but the recent trailer made you realize you hadn't asked your partner if they'd want to make a meme. Only thing is they're non-binary. Is the Switch meme maker still only male and female? The Switch meme maker is, but you can make the meme in Tomodachi Life. And in Tomodachi Life, it has male, female, non-binary. And then dating preferences. Male, female, non-binary as check marks, as checkboxes, so you could check them all off, none off, some on, etc. So you don't need to do that for... You don't need to build that in the Switch meme maker itself. You can build it in Tomodachi Life specifically. Your Tomodachi Life memes do not need to be made on the system first. You can make them in the game. When's Mario Kart Arcade GP Monday? That's a lot harder to do. That's a lot harder to do. Well, my headset's dying. I have to replace the headset battery after this race. Alright. I wanted to go for a double, but it's okay. Alright, that's handy. I don't know how I managed to get that. Is it possible to use a Switch OS Mii in Tomodachi Life? Yes. Yes, you can use a Mii built in on your system already, if you wish. Otherwise, you can make them in the game. Okay. Oh, come on. You couldn't take that mushroom? Bit unfortunate. Oh. No! Oh, that's it. There's no coming back from that. That was awful. Can I not? Nope. I'm actually gonna get, like, last place. Alright, let me reset my headset battery. One sec. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I didn't realize I was muted. Okay, I'm gonna go through that again. Okay. I pressed the unmute button, but I accidentally double-clicked it, is what happened. So it just remuted. Okay. Dylan Banning asks, why does it seem like every company, including Nintendo, is going woke? And why are they pushing LGBT ideology if it gets so much backlash and hate? You're pro-LGBT, by And I said I'm going to address this one, because I think it actually needs to be said somewhere. First, there's a few things to say to this. First of all, if you have to end that, if you have to ask if you're asking a question like that, and you're ending it with, I'm pro-LGBT, by the way, I don't think you're actually as supportive of LGBT rights as you may believe yourself to be. I'm not saying you're out here spreading hate, that's not what I'm accusing you of, but I'm saying I think you have a lack of understanding of it, and may not actually be as supporting of it as you believe you are. That's okay, people can learn and grow. Realistically, it is not actually getting as much hate, in quotes, as people make it out to be. LGBT is a minority. It always has been, and it has always dealt with difficulties, such as discrimination, and more. Anytime there's a level of progression, that becomes more accepting towards it. It's not a matter of going woke or accepting these ideologies. It's a matter of just accepting more people and allowing more people to be themselves. When it comes to Tomodachi Life specifically, there was a lot of outcry in 2014 when the original game on 3DS came out, and there wasn't anything like that. It was only it was only straight, for lack of better terms there. And there was a lot of outcry to the point where Nintendo actually issued a statement in most regions saying they pledge if they ever make a sequel, a new entry in that series, they will keep that in mind and work to correct that. It made such an outcry, they had to release a public statement about that. Now, 12 years later, it's time. 12 years later, we're seeing a new Tomodachi Life. And they're following through on that pledge. For Nintendo and Tomodachi Life, it is less about going woke and succumbing to these ideologies, and more so that they promised it 12 years ago. Now, in terms of companies supporting it, it really is a case of its inclusivity. It's a matter of making your game more appealing to a wider audience of people. Or even just it's a matter of making your product more appealing to a wider variety of people. And a more inclusive world is overall a more peaceful world. The reason why it gets hate are from people that think everything needs to stay to the exact status quo they are comfortable with. And that's tragic, unfortunately, for people to be so close-minded on that. I think it's important to have learning moments like these about why these things happen. And the fact of the matter is, as disgustingly phrased as someone may use for something going woke, going woke, realistically, is used for any time something features something different than a straight white man. Games are called going woke for having a woman protagonist. Or movies are called going woke for having black actors. It is a thinly veiled new excuse for bigotry. It is a word that if you were ever using in a way that puts something else down, it's bigotry. You just have a nice blanketed umbrella term for it now. So, the TLDR there is it's good that Nintendo has LGBT-friendly options in Tomodachi Life, a game about people getting to live or depict characters living their idealizing fantasies. It's about inclusivity and making more people happy. And there isn't anything wrong with that. So if you're ever sitting there wondering why something's going woke, your answer is because they're trying to be inclusive and support more people. And if you look at that as a bad thing, that's when you have to take a step back and go, why is that a bad thing? Why do I feel that's a bad thing? Because you shouldn't. That's all. After this race, I'll continue going back down through chat and see everything I missed through that entire thing. Oh, that's not where I wanted to land. Oh, God. Yeah, that didn't really help doing that there. Oh, God. It was awful over there. Can I get something? Oh, yes, that does help. Alright. Alright, let's see. Oh, God. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Oh, God. Now I'm falling even further than I was before I did all that. Alright, can I do something good this final lap? We'll find out. Only green shells. Yeah, I don't know how helpful that's gonna be. 5th? 6th. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright. Alright, let me read chat now. I hope that answered your question, Dylan Banning. Marco asked, will Sakurai work on the next Smash game, or do I think it'll be without him? Really hard to say. I think hearing there'll be a new Smash game, he'll just automatically sign on to it. Do I think we can get a retro Mario Kart World as a DLC course? Yeah, possibly. Might be a while, but I do think that can happen, yeah. I agree with Maple. Can't take anyone who uses woke seriously. I agree. Burcrest says you really don't like when people say woke as a criticism. Yeah, that gets into what I was saying earlier about, you know, the thinly veiled mask of bigotry. Andrew says, also gonna throw this out there, Vivian was always intended to be transgender in a game from 2004, but was changed once it came to the US. Yep. Just a world we live in, unfortunately. Yep, Tony means Anthony. People are gonna hate on others for being who they are. Yep. You're so glad you can be aromantic and Tomodachi right now. Yeah, D-Dog, that's honestly really great to have. Dylan says, you're 100% pro-LGBT. You're glad Nintendo is spreading inclusivity. You're just confused as to why a non-binary option just came out of nowhere. You never realized they promised it. That's fair. Yeah, it's more about inclusivity there than, yeah. It was a good speech. Thank you. Well said. Thank you. I have a very strong stance on these things as LGBT myself, so. I have to finish going through chat. There's a lot to catch up on. I have to finish going through after the race. Apologies, I'm like way behind on things and reacting to things pretty late though. I had a lot to say on that question and address it. I can be well-spoken when I'm passionate about something, and when it's something that needs to be said. I may bumble at times. I did not see that boomerang. I may bumble at times. But I like to think when I know what I'm talking about, and when I'm passionate about something, I can get the words out pretty well. When I have the time to. If I'm rushed, no. When I can take my time to say it? Absolutely. Under the coins there, that kind of sucks. Oh god. I'm not even gonna attempt it right now. Oh, dang it. Okay, yeah, that really sucks. Alright, at least I got an item. Oh, the red shells. Help me that much right now. I should have saved one of them for that. Oh, I don't know if I'm coming back much up this race. Okay, that bullet bill's gonna take the shortcut and move me up at least a little bit, right? 13th? 12th. Moving me up halfway. I'll take that. I'll take that. Turning me Anthony says cartoons do the same thing, that they have some LGBT stuff, LGBTQ plus stuff like Steven Universe and Adventure Time. Yep. Oscar says transgender character in the Mario universe. Birdo. Yes, also Vivian, as mentioned earlier. Pika says, unfortunately, people never ask the question. Yeah. I don't think I have a redeem, but I want to do at least one as Funny Duck. Then I want to cinema. I don't think no, Dev. I don't think there's gonna be a Smash Bros. Smash Ultimate Switch edition though. Back, I'm asking why I was in the stream last Tuesday. I wasn't feeling well last Tuesday, so I canceled last Tuesday. Maple says you always appreciated cartoons growing up that touched on the topics of race. Yeah, like Static Shock and Teen Titans. Yes, they did a great job with those. Dylan Banning, I did not know that about you, but I am proud of you, so that is good. I am just noting the phrasing having to come out like that does denote that. So, it is good to know and hear that about you and learn something new. But it is also good to know that you do understand the experiences and all that. Yeah, that's not how I wanted that to go. Oh, that's kind of a hit. Now that was definitely a hit. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Okay. But no, Dylan Banning, I'm sorry if that came across like saying you were being bigoted or anything like that. That's not my intent with it. My intent was more so the way calling something woke gets used is, and questioning why companies go woke in that phrasing can come across as unsupportive in that way. I am happy to hear that it's not the case, though. Okay, let me try to finish catching up on chat. Also, I'm very happy to have won that. That was good. Locked in that race. You know what's funny? In my Mario Tennis Fever analysis, I said, thankfully, Bowser Jr. was no longer in his clown car. Yes, I did. Thankfully, he isn't. Benny says, how do you add pronouns to your YouTube channel? You know you can, because I see on my profile you say them. Oh gosh. I forget if it was part of general, like, Google settings, or if it was, like, somewhere in my own, like, channel settings. I think it was under the customization section of my channel settings. It's been a while since I set that, so I honestly don't remember exactly where. But I know that you can do that. Since I'm into sci-fi stuff, am I also interested in supernatural stuff? Yes. What does woke even mean? You know, some people use woke phrases whenever... Yeah. Yeah. If I remember correctly, the original intent of the phrasing of woke was just being informed. And then that got twisted, so... Johnny asked, do I think we'll get a Princess Peach Showtime 2 or Mario and Luigi update? I think both of them could potentially get updates with the Switch too. Whoa, I overshot that. Oh, we're off to a great start with this. Oh, this Airship Fortress. Okay. I'll try to finish catching up. I do see the scroll wheels getting smaller. The scroll bars getting smaller, so, or near the bottom, so I am nearly caught up on chat. I think I'll be able to finish catching up on chat after this race. Oh no! I had such good items! Oh god, that's not how I wanted that to go. Yeah, I didn't get the item. That's tragic. Oh god. That was pretty bad. Oh, that was a well-placed bomb. Alright, I have a lot of work to do this final lap. Oh god, the boomerang. No! Oh, I hate the boomerang. Seven? Seven. Way better, so I'm fine with that. Lucas says, thank you for the speech. I always support LGBT to be clear. LGBTQ plus to be clear, but you become much more tuned into it after you start dating your non-binary partner. Okay, yeah, that's totally fair. That's very understandable. Oh, and boomerang. Don't know if there's a more specific term, but you always appreciate speech like that. That's fair. Thank you, Lucas. You didn't realize just how often they put Junior in the clown car? Oh yeah, the 2010s. The 2010s is all clown car for Junior. It's weird. Vacation Peach. Okay. There was not a vehicle chosen, so I'm gonna put her in this one. Dylan Benny says you're not anti in the slightest. Good. Good to know. Not trying to come off as anti-LGBT. You know that woke was a term being thrown around, and you never understood what it meant. That's why I use it. Okay. Definitely understand where you were coming from, and what you mean now, Dylan. No worries. No ill intent. I understand. Hey, Anthony. Oh, you just missed your favorite track, Rip. Alright, maybe this one will go better. Maybe I won't place dead last this time. It's like a redo. Anthony says, really enjoyed the tennis fever analysis, by the way. Worth the wait. Thank you. That means a lot. That cooked for so long because I kept getting sidetracked. Like, Mario Wonder stuff happened. I was covering the Animal Crossing update at IGN. Like, there was a lot of things getting in the way of doing that Mario Tennis analysis. So I greatly appreciate that it was still enjoyed, despite being like 3 weeks late. I'm very satisfied with how it came out. Oh, that banana. Alright. Oh, but that kind of worked out. That was tragic. Alright. Oh god. Oh, I didn't want to use that many all at once. Okay, come on. No! Did I keep 10? Okay, I kept 10. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, okay. Supernova, it's not that there's that many genders. It's that there's a lot of different ways to express gender identity, is really what it is. It's that it's a spectrum, really. And it's the freedom for people to express themselves how they want to, instead of feeling confined in specific boxes. That's really what it means. Society would be better if Nintendo removed the boomerang in the next update. Boomerang only race when... No. Or reverted back to how it was in 8 Deluxe. Yeah. Marcus says, man, you're also glad Bass Jr.'s out of the clown car, but also that PD actually uses a racket instead of just his hand. Yeah, definitely. And that also makes a lot of sense, too, given the FIFA racket system. Dylan Banning says you simply use it as a reference guide to reference other companies such as Disney. That's totally fair. Yeah, I get what you mean. Still holding your breath to play Tennis Fever in 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. Yes! I'm so excited. It's going to be great. Only reason why you used the term woke wasn't trying to put others down. It was to reference other companies. No, and Dylan, I definitely understand that. I'm saying the term is so often used for that. Like I said, I don't want you to think I'm trying to say you were guilty of all that. I'm saying careful how you use it, because that's how it comes across. Because that's what it tends to get used for. Okay. Like I said, I could tell the question was well-meaning and why I wanted to address it. Because I think it's important to have these conversations instead of ignoring them. Also, DS Rainbow Road may not be one of my favorite Rainbow Roads, but the song is great, and this version of the song is peak. It's so good. It's so celebratory. Where are we off to? I wasn't paying attention. Trying to figure out from the map, but that map does not actually help me figure out where that is. Oh, is that Cheat Sheet Falls? No, it's Dandelion Depths. That's what it is. That's where we're going. Okay. Oh, alright. That's one gone. Ooh, okay. I can work with this. No! Ah, still a good second. Still a good second. Have a good night, Dylan Banning. Thanks for tuning in. Anthony says, by the way, today we did get to see what the charge and chuck brackets does. Yes, I did see that on Nintendo today. I didn't even catch that was the final race of the Grand Prix, so to say. Final set. Okay. By 1 point, Nikki has beaten me. By 1 point. And then Kurt just behind. Okay, the fact that I still managed to take second after all that, I'm pretty shocked by. I'm happy with that. Alright. Lemon, welcome, welcome. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna give everyone a couple minutes to change up what you need before I bring us into some Knockouts tour. We're gonna be doing... we'll do at least 2 Knockout tours. One of them will be a three-way team, so that should be fun. Let me use this time to catch up on chat before I start it. Do I think visiting South Korea could be cool? Yes, actually, that could be. Hey, Odyssey, welcome, welcome. Johnny, I'm happy to hear that I have left a good impact on you. You don't mind Dandelion Depths, top 5. Pretty solid. Didn't realize it was the last race. That second place game was a shock. Ha 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 ha. Odyssey says, love my Mario Tennis Fever video. Thank you. Means a lot. Honestly, means a lot. I really do my best with these. I'm getting a ton of phone notifications. What happened? Okay, no, it's just all the notifications decided to come through at once. That's what it is. Okay. For you, it's not just fine. For you, it's just fine. Not amazing, not terrible, just good. Yeah, that's fair. First time doing Team Knockout Tour. Dandelion is so underrated. You love that track. I think it's a pretty good track, actually. It's a margarita pizza of Mario Kart tracks. That's an interesting comparison, but I know exactly what you mean. Managed to get top 5 despite that terrible Crown City and Great Question Block Ruin rounds. Yeah, no, that's what I'm surprised about. I managed to get second despite that terrible last place. Dread Sled. Alright. Someone redeem a character as well to go at Dread Sled, because I did... Did I only do the one round as Vacation Peach? I guess I could do... No, I think I did only do one round as Vacation Peach, so... Yes, I'll do Vacation Peach on the Dread Sled for one. For the first of these knockout tours. And then, we will... The next redeem I'll do for the second one, and then we'll go from there. Alright. Oscar says Sonic the Hedgehog and Puyo Puyo are sharing an anniversary this year, 35 years each. Yes, and all they're doing is putting stickers in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Instead of, you know, maybe character. It's a bit disappointing. Now you want pizza. Alright. Knockout. We can do 3 teams. So let's get this started, everybody. I'm gonna shuffle 1, 2, 3 times. Where does this put everything? I'm on the team with less, but I still want to do this. So let's go. No, obviously they get filled no computers anyway. Alright. Kid Icarus and Zelda NES will be 40 this year. Yes, Zelda's 40th anniversary this year as well. So I'm hoping that's why I'm hoping they do something for it, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Have a good day, Cooper. See you later. Marco says, he commented on my Fever analysis video, don't know if you saw it, but I've noticed the big characters like Bowser, Petey, and Change Up are shrink down. I do think they're a bit smaller, but I think it also might be the camera perspective. Maple says, you were just thinking, imagine Nintendo added a Shine Thief game that could take place in the full map. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Alright. Team Yellow, here we go. As a reminder with these team races, keep an eye on your teammates. Don't accidentally cause any friendly fire. Don't attack your teammates, ideally. So yellow team, I'm trying to look out for you and make sure I don't accidentally use something on you. Okay, they're pulling ahead of me here. Oh, Maple! I try to slipstream off of you. Oh, nope. Didn't have enough acceleration to keep up with you. Right. Still in, still in. Have I finished Age of Imprisonment? The story? Yes. I beat that story within within a week. If you mean like 100%ing, no, I have not finished 100%ing that yet. I don't know if I will fully 100% it. And I am still going to do my video review of it. It's just going to be a while. Because with how long it was taking, and, you know, other things coming up, I decided I'm going to do the Mario Kart Championships first. I really don't want to delay that any longer. So things like my Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment review, and eventual Mario Kart World review, all those things will come much later, but I'll frame them in a way where, you know, even if they're late, I can still review these things. Not like I'm getting these as, like, codes for free. I'm putting my own time and money into them. I can review what I want on my channel. It's my channel. Alright, second place. You got a Slipstream off Chris, thank you. Oh. Ooh, the spike ball. It's actually really interesting how that spike ball's like following like the curve of the road. Alright, that should help. Ninth, we're pushing it a bit close. Alright, we're still in. Okay, still on, still on. Hard to stay focused on the main story. That's fair. Keep getting trapped through recruiting new allies for Calamo and the Construct, along with keeping the territory free from Ganondorf's control. It takes a while. I put a lot of time into it to get it done in like a week. It was good fun though. But yeah, the game is constantly having you divide your attention. But it does feel like there's more at stake than it did in Age of Calamity. I think it's structured a lot better. I have to be 8th or better than I'm in 8th right now. I'm not feeling very good about this. Oh. The flowers. Oh god. Well, that's gone. I don't think we're getting any more items either, so I think that's just it. The way they tried to help me really was just through a boomerang flower and a fire flower, so that's it. Alright. Yellow team, the two of you still in, I'm rooting for you. Boomerang eliminating you, your hate for this item will never be too high. Yeah, I feel that. Alright, red team currently in first. We're gonna spectate... Who's still in from yellow? Maple. I'm gonna spectate Maple. You tried the camera minigames in Bowser Live and the Switch 2 Edition Jamboree with your friends? It would actually be fun if it wasn't only 3 minigames. It's a novelty, it's a fun little thing. Love the cart designs. Cart designs are really fun in this game. No, Nikki, I agree though. I don't like the boomerang either. Oh, Maple! Maple, no! Oh, is anyone from Yellow Team still in? No, both Meeple and Yamina are out. That's it. Alright, Birdcraft, PK, Kurt, and Jaden. It's between red and blue teams. Imagine a Luma popcorn bucket. Oh, that would be great. With Calamo in the contract, what did I say? Age of Imprisonment has a sort of A plot, B plot plot structure. I plan on going into that a bit in my analysis, but, or not analysis, in my review. Kind of. It's definitely an A plot, B plot, but it's also a case of, Zelda is not your only main character in that game. Raru, Calamo, and the Construct are equally all the main characters, main protagonists, just as much as Zelda is. The storytelling really backs that up, and the vision of focus they get really backs that up too. I think visiting Indonesia or South Korea could be cool. Yeah, I think so. Will Yoshi only say Yoshi in the movie? Possibly, yeah. Alright. Well, yellow team was mostly grouped up pretty low, so I don't think I don't think we had it, yellow team. Yeah, red team's got it. Red team had it. Alright, nicely done to all of you. But now it's time. Now it's time for no teams. Standard one. I'll give everyone a moment to change up your characters and carts and whatnot, and then I'll start us with a normal knockout tour. I think this is going to be my last one before I swap us over to Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Can't wait to see the Mario Galaxy movie popcorn buckets. I hope they're good. I hope they're good. Alright. If someone has channel point redeems for me, now is the time. Otherwise, I'm picking something. Question is, what do I want to use for the last one? Can't wait for the Monkey Ball Festival in Crossworlds. That should be soon. Probably this or next week. Going off the past track record, it's probably next week, because most of them have ended up lining up with the Nintendo release weekends. Maybe I'll play as a snowman. Okay. We're gonna do this, and any other redeems that come through, I'll try to take... Any other redeems that come through with channel points, I will do first thing next week. Hatsune Miku and Crossroads. I could do that, Maple. I will also take the redeems of Sonic Racing. I could do that. Alright. No teams this time. Then we're going to get the girls at the end of February. Yeah, from Sonic. Tangle and Whisper are probably going to be at the end of February. Yeah, I agree. Sure, we'll do this one. Mario Galaxy as the next movie is exciting. Don't get you wrong, but you would prefer the second movie to be called Super Mario Land, third movie Super Mario World, fourth movie Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah, it just feels like it gets bigger with each one. I get that. I get that, Marco. Have I been to Tokyo? Yes. When I did my study abroad in Japan, I lived in Tokyo for 4 months. That was a great semester, and I would love to go back. Wow, we really did just get ice a second time. All right, the run back. It's okay. This time it's a little different. It's not teams this time. Doesn't change that much, but a little bit. All right, I could work with those. Super Mario Universe movie. No, I think the names are always gonna end up being based off of games. And until there's a Mario Universe, no Mario Universe movie. But just because the name might be based off of a specific game, doesn't mean they're gonna directly adapt just that game. Okay, yeah, that works. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, okay. We'll get out of the middle. See that. Kind of weird how Pokey and Snowman, their icons really aren't their characters. They're like generic things. So like Pokey's logo being, or emblem being the just a normal looking cactus, and Snowman's just being a snowflake. A little weird to me. Because most of the other enemy and like characters like this, the NPC drivers, tend to just be like a little emblem of them. I'm surprised I made it that far, to be honest. It does make sense for them. But I'm just kind of surprised compared to everything else. Like, I thought Pokey's would have been Pokey's face, you know? The snowman just being like a literal, you know, look of a snowman. It's fine, I'm just surprised that's what they went with. Oh no! Am I already out? No, that helps. A ton, actually. We're good. There was a scare, but we're good. The scare has passed. I got one person with that. I tried. It really forcefully brought me back to the road. I would have liked to keep that at the bottom. Or whatever item it was. Right, cheat sheet. Okay, second is fine. Heading to the next one. Would I ever go easy on someone? No. No. I'm not quite a pro Mario Kart player, but I would love to be one. Oh, that's upsetting. If I eliminate the same place, it's not your rally? Ooh, that's tragic. The unfortunate consistency. Ooh. I was really hoping the bullet bill would start before then. Alright, I think I'll make it past this one this time. Alright, onwards to the next one. Okay. Ow. I'm not risking that. God. No! That's it. Nothing can be done now. Damn. I was in that 4th place, and I was like, well, that's it. Nope. Ah, oh well, oh well. Alright, let's see if Maple takes it. Maple is currently in 1st place. Oh, Demon Wizard pulls slightly ahead. Oh, it looks to be a battle between Maple and Jay. It's pretty tight. All 4 players are really close together. Who will overtake Maple? Or will Maple take it? Coming up on the final turn, so... let's see what happens on this last straightaway. Last item boxes. Ooh, Jay getting knocked down. A really unfortunate spot. I think Maple's got it. And Maple takes it. Alrighty. Speaking pro, have I thought about trying out Lounge in Mario Kart World? Someday. I do want to, like, get into, like, actual competitive Mario Kart stuff. I just haven't had the time to, like, really sit down and try doing it that much. Visiting Australia would be amazing? Yeah, possibly. Rosalina players are just carried by plot armor. Rosalina won both of these knockouts to her. See you, Rosalina. Alrighty, everybody. I'm gonna put us on the BRB screen, but don't go away. I'm gonna be right back with some Sonic Racing Crossworlds. And after Sonic Racing Crossworlds, my husband should be streaming. So at that point, we will then raid into him. So I will be back in just a few. And when I'm back, it'll be Sonic time. Alrighty. We are back. We are all set. And it's time for some Sonic Racing Crossworlds. We've got the room ID down at the bottom of the screen. It is also displayed on screen, but I do need to change my character up because it was redeemed for me to play as Miku. So I'm gonna do that. I think the audio's broken. I don't hear any of this UI. But is it really delayed, is the question. Oh, I think it's really delayed. There's it going through everything now. Okay, hold on. Hold on, we're refreshing. That's pretty bad. There we go. That's better. Alright, it was redeemed for me to play as Miku. Hi, James Webb. Welcome, welcome. Switch on the YouTube stream during screen. That's fair, that's fair. Been watching Season 3 of Sonic X lately. Nice! The Better X Saga is an interesting one because it's completely unique. Which of these do I think of as Jr.'s most likely origins in the movie? He was a painting brought to life by Kamek. He's the actual Bowser's son and has a mom. Or some alternate universe. Closer to 3. I think a mix of 2 and 3. I think he's Bowser's son from the future. I think he time traveled. You know what? I'll keep using this custom vehicle. Why not? Alright. Let me also get the rules all set up. Sonic speed. Saying that we can't do supersonic speed. So sonic speed. We'll do a few sets of 4 races. In multiple sets. We'll do normal rivals. And we'll vote on the courses. Those are random. Items are all good. We're gonna turn everything on. Let's Crossworlds. There we go. Alright. Who have we got? We've got Jay, we got PK, we've got Anthony, we've got James, and we got Everton. I'll wait a couple more minutes, and then we'll get started. The room ID will stay the same, though, so feel free to join in even after we start these races. Should be all good. PK says, you remember people really wanted that arc as its own game, just a big space adventure across different planets. Yeah, Supersonic Galaxy. You know, a lot of folks don't like Bowser Jr.'s voice, but it does somewhat fit in a way. I really think you have to say it somewhat fits in a way. It's over justifying it. Like it's trying to find a reason to justify it. It's I don't think it sounds anything like the vision for Bowser Jr. I think they should have gone for like a Bart Simpson kind of voice. I don't think what they have is good. From what little bits we saw, maybe in the actual movie it'll be better. I'm more personally bothered by Bowser Jr.'s eyes looking very, very strange. Mabel says you're popping in a bit later. Okay. We'll go for like 30-40 minutes on this. We will be ending Sonic by 11, just as a heads up. So it's 10:07 now, so we're only going to be going through Sonic for 30-40 minutes. At some point before we're done, my husband will be streaming, so I'll send our raid all over to him. We still got some time, though. We got plenty of time for Sonic still. Alright. We got quite a bit to start. Oh. And I'm playing as the initially requested Miku. So it's time we do our first set of races. Is he streaming Tetris again? I think. I don't know what his stream plan entirely is. I think he's starting with Tetris at the very least. I don't know if he's doing more than just Tetris, though. How many Mario movies do I think there will be, not counting potential spin-offs? Sonic had 3, but already teased 4th. They didn't just tease Sonic 4, they announced Sonic 4. They announced Sonic 4 and it has a date of, I believe, March of next year. If I remember correctly. March 2027. don't know. Not counting spin-offs, I honestly don't know how many they'll do for Mario. You love Mario to continue forever with movies? Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, I don't know how many I see them doing simply because I could see it being successful enough that they'll just keep going. Got yourself a cup of tea. Nice. Oh gosh. I am not on what I want to be on for my gadgets. I'm on a gadget set that was specifically made for one of the festivals. The Pac-Man festival. Okay. Unfortunate. The items. Ah. Done. There's a slide off-road. No! Still managed to take it. Let's go. Incredible! Incredible indeed. Did not think I was about to take that. Will Jim Carrey be in the next Sonic movie? I think he's planned to be, but I don't think it's been properly announced if he will be or not. I don't remember. Okay, good first race. Let's see if we can keep up this momentum. We'll have to see how that goes, of course. Yeah, I'm stuck with these gadgets for all these races now. Because of the stupid way they've done this. Like, it's good they've added more options. But, like, just let us change characters and combos in between them. It's fine. You could do that. But now, so, remember to check your gadgets before I do our next set of races, everybody. Lest you be stuck with them for at least 4 races. Okay. Like, they're not what I want to be using, but I'm making them work. Ah, that went right off the track. Alright. Doing pretty well so far. Love this song. Yeah, figures. Oh, you have a monster truck. In second place. Okay. Ah, so slow me down though. Second. PK definitely beat me out there. Still very good. Still very good, but damn, so close. So close. Oh, I did take it! I did take it! Okay, hello. I thought for sure PK got that. Wow, never mind. I got that. Let's go. Simpson says, of all the games set for this year so far, which is an early pick for me for a potential game of the year? Ooh. Everything we know about for this year. What is a potential game of the year? That's a tough question. And it's like it's hard to pick of like, you know, games that aren't out yet, right? Like it's hard to tell what they're gonna be. I think pretty high up this year for me is going to be Escape from Ever After, which is a new Paper Mario-like indie game that came out a couple weeks ago. I've been playing it. I'm still pretty early in the game, but I'm really liking it. I see that being in my top favorites for the year, but, you know, it's only February. We got to see what the whole year looks like. Resident Evil 9, Requiem, might really be up there for a lot of people, though. Resident Evil games... at the very least, like RE4 was definitely nominated. I'm pretty sure past RE games have been nominated in the years that they came out too. So I definitely think Resident Evil Requiem has a pretty good shot, and I'm very excited for that game. And everything I've been hearing about it, it's good. So. I didn't want to use that right away. Whoops. Yeah, because it ran out just in time for that. Oh, that's stupid. Alright, hit PK with that. Let's go. Dang. Oh, I hit PK with the bomb, though. Okay, okay. No. Ah, dang it. Got pushed off of that. Alright, is that third? I think that's third. I'll take that. That's still good. Oh, you got disconnected again? I did not. That is unfortunate. Anthony, I'm sorry that keeps happening to you. I don't know why. Play as Zaz? Alright, well, I have to play Zaz next one, alright? All the main cats playable. Yes, Charmy B is playable. For you, probably Forza Horizon 6, but if anything could beat that, maybe Fable. Fable might be good. You know, unless I get disconnected now after the race. I did not get disconnected yet? No, unless the folks are here. Okay, I will pick Zaz as soon as it next lets me pick my character. Both the playground games, you can see Forza getting DLC set in their world. Oh, I can see that. The Curse of Zaz, you just find him humorous. That's fair. Does each character get custom victory music? Only the crossover characters do. Maybe Sonic could do another fighting game. You know what? That would be kind of fun. I agree. I think a Sonic fighting game could be pretty good. Let's bring this back, please. Oh, well, it doesn't help if I don't get an item. Or if I get hit by that while in, like, last place. Ah, work cut out for me now. I've gotten hit by every one of those to get thrown this game so far. Steampunk City. What's one thing above all else that I would love to see in a new Zelda game? Ooh. Great question. Magical musical instruments. Because I've always loved that. I've always loved the music being a magical part of Zelda. That's always been like such a favorite part of the whole series to me. So I want to see more of that. Oh. Okay. Oh, I went off-road. That's back to like 6, I think. Oh, he said nice. Yeah, like the Ocarina, the Goddess Harp and Skyward Sword, the Wind Waker and Wind Waker. Yeah, 6. That's okay. Second out of that set. Alright, that's fine by me. You would love Match the Bee and Zelda again, yeah.
That was so much fun! Thank you, everyone!
Alright. Time for the next set of races. It has been redeemed for me to play as Zaz for the next 4 races. Oh, and then Knights. Okay. How do I want to do this? Yeah, we'll do 12 total races. So we'll do 4 more in which I'll play Zaz, and then 4 more in which case I'll play Knights. Nobody redeem any others. That's gonna be it. Hitting 12 total races is gonna be it. Please take the time to customize what you need to, because you can't do it between races. Alright, so first is Zaz. Yeah, put him in this. Sure. And then gadgets. I want my usual. Oop. Okay, so it does register that that's what I'm on. Okay, let me just make sure this is indeed still the same settings. Yes, it is. Okay. Yes! Alright, we're good. Jack Animation Video Games, as you just joined the live stream, welcome, welcome. Hope all is well. Yeah, I'd say so. You're still waiting for Tangle to be available on Sonic Crossworlds? Yeah, Tangle and Whisper are set to come this month. I think they're probably going to be late in the month. They're probably going to be within the last 2 weeks of the month or so. I'll do Blizzard Valley. Simpson says they've been doing a lot of 3DS ports recently, so you can see Zelda 3DS games getting a collection or something. I could definitely see them bundling A Link Between Worlds and Triforce Heroes together in some sort of collection of the 3DS Zelda games. Put them on Switch 1 and 2. And sell it as, you know, with like a logo for the 40th anniversary. I could definitely see that. We might learn the next wave of free characters this month also. Yes, probably late in the month. If they do like a PlayStation State of Play or something later this month, you could probably expect to see it there. I'm still doing Jamboree and Galaxy 2 tomorrow? Yes. Yes. Jamboree and Galaxy 2 are still happening tomorrow, yes. Didn't time that one quite right. Oh, well, and now it's time to die. Oh, didn't reach that. Okay, that worked. Oh, that was too far. That's unfortunate. I can't really move. Can I get a bit higher, please? Alright, that's nice. Third. Looks like.
Still better than most of you losers.
It looks like a third or fourth, probably. I'm happy with that third. Alright. See how the rest of these go. The off-road is too punishing? I agree, the off-road is incredibly punishing. It's a lot. Waiting for other players. No, Sonic Joe, I'm rating my husband, I've mentioned a few times. My husband's gonna be streaming after me, so I'm gonna be reading it to him. Eggman Expo. No worries, just letting you know. I mentioned, I did make sure to mention it a couple times, but yeah, no worries. Looks like that's in a cardboard car. Yeah, that's kind of the fun of this heavily customized Minecraft minecart I have here. It just looks very silly. You got timed out. Oh. Tony means Anthony, I don't know why it keeps giving you so much trouble. I'm sorry. I wish I knew why it was giving you so much. I'm sorry if that keeps happening to you though. Internet's fine too. Yeah, I really don't get it. I'm sorry. Alright, got one of them. Wow, I'm surprised someone didn't hit that. I do really like the song on this board, on this course. Damn. Alright. Back over here. And no rings, so this is very appreciated. Uh-oh. Woo! Narrowly avoided that. Didn't get the double item. Oh my god, how did I avoid that? Oh, but I landed right in the boxes. Oh, I just got the double item though. No, I threw it like right into that hazard. Ah. Alright, at the second place. You're pretty curious why Zavik and Zassy coming back, you thought they were poorly received? I don't know. The Deadly Six or whatever they are very much like the Koopalings of the Sonic series. They come around in the comics quite a bit too. I think they have their fans. It allows them to have more villains that aren't just robots, I guess, so variety. Yeah, what PK said. The game servers are honestly not very good. Whenever PK and I try to play together, like in this, for example, PK isn't able to literally just join the room with me. I have to manually add him to my lobby before making this lobby. It's kind of ridiculous. Koopalings allow a higher advertised amount of characters. Yeah, that's true. Didn't know gadgets couldn't be swapped with cheated races. Yep. Yeah, this feature is pretty dumb. They let you do multiple, more than one race at a time, which is great. But then you can't swap characters, carts, or gadgets in between races. It does not tell you what race number you're on. This should be our third race. It's very weird. I really hope they fix it in an update. Really hope they fix it in an update. It would be nice, but that's something that when you add this feature, that kind of needs to be in there. Because adding those improvements aren't going to bring new people in. That's going to potentially bring the people who dropped off back, because these elements are not really... They're barely passable right now, to be honest. To be frank. He's streaming now? Alrighty. Good. Then that means I'll be able to raid into him when we're done here. That was the plan. Yeah. We're still going to do another 4 races after this, but when we're done with all of our races, we will be raiding into my husband, Procyon Dragon. He's trying to reach affiliate, so if folks can stick around for at least a little bit for that raid, that would be much appreciated. I wanted an item. Ah, that sucks. Still managed to run right over that. Okay. Mario and Sonic should cross over for a racing adventure game. That could be interesting. That could be interesting doing something like that. Isn't too bad there. But alright, one more race in this set, and then we'll do one more set of 4 races. If they did one, which team would develop it? Good question. I think all the crossovers they've done so far, I think Sega has developed. I think Sega was the one developing all of the Olympic games. So I think it would probably be developed, if they did a crossover game, it would probably be developed by Sega with input and help from Nintendo. But Nintendo would not be the ones primarily doing it. Savik is the only Deadly Six members who have appeared outside of Lost World. Not counting like the comics, yes, I believe you were correct there. Which is very strange and silly, but yep. Figures. More ideas and ideas, that's fair, yeah. really? That was unfortunate timing. Okay, I managed to catch back up a little bit there. I think that's fine.
Yeah, well, I wasn't really trying.
Oscar says, just reminder that during this year, Sega will provide more information about the renewal contract agreement with the International Olympic Committee. Yeah, we'll see what that ends up looking like. Yeah, 6. Alright, down to 4th. Not as good this time. But I got one more set of races to do as ninth.
Congratulations!
That's right, Tony means Anthony. Sorry to hear, though. Am I still doing Mario Galaxy 2 tomorrow? Yes. This Friday is the opening ceremony of the 2026 Milan Cortina Winter Games. Oh, okay. Hey, Kirby Toon, welcome, welcome. Glad to hear the drawing for the final set of races. Yeah! Alright. The last one for me from Channel Point Redeems is Knights. Now to find a good vehicle for Knights. I could just use Knight's vehicle. The Dream Sleeper. Alright, my gadgets are set. Yes. Alright. Good to go. You're not holding out hope for Mario and Sonic to come back for Olympic stuff. Had a good run, but you don't think the last few sold too well for them. Yeah, they haven't. The last few Mario and Sonic games have not really done well. The last one to particularly do well, I think, was London 2012. So, Sochi 2014 was Wii U only, didn't do well. Rio 2016 was Wii U and 3DS, neither one did very well. Tokyo 2020 was their shot at really trying to make it do well, but everything surrounding that, it did not do well, unfortunately. Alright. Final 4 races of the night, everybody. And then I'll be sending stream over to my husband. SpongeBob is indeed in this game. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Avatar will also be in it later this year. Oh, I didn't make it! That's tragic. And I get an item. Yikes. I get an item that time either. Ooh, this is gonna be rough. I will say, the trick sound effects from Knights are a little loud. I'm not the biggest fan of them. Forgot about that. Remember when Sonic and Tails appeared in Okay, KO, Let's Be Heroes. I don't know what that is, unfortunately. I don't doubt that they did, but I don't know what it is. Nice. That worked out well to get me through there. Ah! Sonic pulling ahead of me. See you later, Lemon. Thanks for tuning in. Asuka says, Mario and Sonic at the 2020 Olympic Games was the final game that Alpha Dream worked on. They helped develop the game alongside Sega. Yep. Yeah, and the Alpha Dream went bankrupt. But they were just assisting with that game. That wasn't one of their main projects. Nikki says, well, how nostalgic people have been recently for Mario and Sonic. You could see it. But if Sega wants a bigger opportunity, then yeah, it's not coming back because those games are Nintendo exclusive. Yeah, exactly. Have a good rest of your day as well, Lemon. White space. Nostalgia doesn't necessarily sell games as people move on to something else quickly with nostalgia. Yeah. Typically, games people are nostalgic for coming back. There is usually a reason beyond simply the nostalgia factor. So, it's hard to say exactly. All right, to Minecraft. All the villagers. They're so funny. I wonder if anybody's recreated this in Minecraft yet. It's been some months. Okay, not my planet. Why do I like Jamboree better than the Superstars? You like Superstars better because of the old retro minigames? And I definitely understand that. I love Superstars. I like Jamboree better because I like the wider cast of characters, and I really like the boards in Jamboree. While it's definitely lacking comparatively in minigames, I don't think that's a major problem. Because I think it's still it's finally a new Mario Party that feels like it returns to the form of like the GameCube era, and you know it's been like 20 years since we've had that, so. Like them, it has its flaws. Superstars is great too. It's not that I dislike Superstars. I love Superstars. So I just like Jamboree a little bit more because of the new and unique things that it has. But also, I love how it's now introduced the idea of the formula of mostly new and some returning stuff for Mario Party. Some classic minigames, some classic boards. I love that, and I hope that's a formula we see going forward. should have waited on that one. Yep, should have waited. Yeah, that's fifth. That's okay. That's okay. Nikki says, personally, it's because Jamboree has really great boards, while Superstar's only good board is Heartland. I don't agree that the only good board in Superstars is Heartland, but I do want to say what you mean. Also, Jamboree has some cool extra modes like Coinathlon or Coupathlon. While Superstars, it's literally just boards and minigames and that's it. You would love for the NES game to have Jamboree's map design and Superstars minigame quality. Yes, I would love for the NES game to have Jamboree's map design and Superstars minigame quality. I don't need all the extra side modes either. I do enjoy Coupathlon. But I would rather more focus be put on the main Mario Party experience. Didn't people find out that Smash Ultimate's Minecraft stage was an actual map? Mapsy, did they do that with this course yet? Yeah, I think they did that for Smash. I don't know if they did that for this one. Plus, when games come back after a long time, they might be lower budget, as they didn't want to risk a massive loss, so it may not be the game they were hoping for. Yeah, that's fair. Spaceland annoys you a bit. You like every other board, though. Fair. I don't remember what race number this is. I think this is 3. I think this is race number 3 of this set. We do SpongeBob, then Minecraft. Yeah, I don't think there was anything before SpongeBob in this set. Maybe there was, I'm just forgetting. Not like the game gives us any indication. Chance of having some items. Last Halloween, you decided to retry Super Sons with your family. It was fun revisiting it for Heartland. That's awesome. No, that's great. Oh, pulling ahead at the last second.
Excellent.
I think. There we go. All right. Nikki says you would really like a new Mario Party, but you gotta wait until October 2027 at the earliest. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That's the earliest we would get one. We'll probably get the GameCube games. We'll probably get at least one of the GameCube games on NSO this year. Probably Mario Party 4. But I would love to see a new one in the somewhat near future. we'll see how that goes. We haven't done Rainbow Garden yet. Alright, Rainbow Garden's our final race for tonight, everybody. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Hope we get another set of free updates or switch to improvements. Would be nice. Would definitely be nice. I think the Mario RPG games, Quick to Speed Showtime. So like Mario RPG, Mario and Luigi Brothership, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, Quick to Speed Showtime. All of those could definitely benefit from having updates for the Switch too, to just to run better. Have like, you know, a little bit of like to better support the console, things like that. Whoa! Landed on the edge of the road. That wasn't very fun. Okay, and now I got crushed. No, Beckham. I had this on my PS5. And I love Mario Kart World. Have since it came out and still do. I completely agree with Nikki. Completely agree with what Nikki just said. I might have one of those items, to be honest. Third? Third solid. Third solid. You expect most of the Nintendo Switch games to be updated by the end of this year? I can see that, I think. I think that keeps me in top 3, but that's it. Yeah, okay. Third now. Alrighty. And there's our ceremony. Alrighty, everybody. And with that, that is going to wrap up tonight's stream. Thank you all so much for playing and joining me for Mario Kart Monday. I always enjoy playing or streaming with you all. I will be back tomorrow, Tuesday, for the usual Mario Party stream and Mario Galaxy 2 afterwards. I know last week I canceled because I wasn't feeling well, but that's not going to happen tomorrow. So we'll be back with that tomorrow. I'm going to send us over, if you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to send us over to my husband, Procyon Dragon, who is currently streaming some Tetris. If you're watching us over on YouTube, I would love for you to go to twitch.tv/ProcyonDragon and go send him my love and support. He's trying to reach affiliate with his streams, and I would love for I would love for all of us to help him with that. Alright. Sent the raid over, and whenever you all get over there, just go wish him well, go watch his mesmerizing Tetra skills, and otherwise, I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.